Stop! The Las Vegas Raiders cut Christian Wilkins, the star defensive tackle, yesterday, and a big shout out to my boy Raider Ryan for the heads up on that breaking news. I reported it right here on the Raider D podcast, so if you like breaking news and you want to know what's going on with your beloved Raiders, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button and comment down below. Raiders! Alright, so we know that Christian Wilkins is gone. He is off the team. So what do the Raiders need to do in order to have a dominant defensive line? We're going to go over the defensive tackles that we currently have on the team right now and who I think will be the starters, who I think needs to step up, and who I think the rotational guys will be, and who I think will be the guys that get dropped down to the practice squad. So let's get into it, all that and more on today's episode of the Raider D podcast. All right, guys, let's talk about the number one guy that needs to step up this season, and that is our former 7th overall draft pick in Tyree Wilson. Tyree Wilson has elite physical skills coming out of college, but those have not yet translated into the NFL. Partly due to the fact that he's had to deal with a lot of regime change, and he came out of college with a severe injury to his foot. He is 100%, and reports coming out of training camp that he is looking like a physical monster. He has really tuned in this season, and I'm expecting big things from him. One thing is that he has exceptional length. Being that he is 6'6", 275 pounds, listed, I think this guy's probably closer to 285, maybe 290 right now, the way that he is looking. He has the frame, he has the arm reach, he can make natural pass rusher all day long from the inside. Where he has struggled has been on the outside on the defensive end because of his lack of speed and anticipation. But if you put him as a defensive tackle, he is an absolute train wrecker. He is a power rusher, excellent strength with effective hand placement and leg drive to collapse the pocket. His signature move is his patented straight arm technique that is highly effective. However, he needs to get more techniques in his repertoire in order to be really effective in the NFL. His pass rush production last year was not too bad. It wasn't fantastic, wasn't 7th overall draft pick status, but he did manage to get 5 sacks and 37 pressures late in 2024. This is progress, the progress we wanted to see out of him, and this year it's make or break for him. He has a high ceiling to be a Pro Bowl potential with some more development and getting more reps out there on the field. His weaknesses are his speed limitation. He doesn't have elite speed and he struggles against top tier pass protectors, especially because he doesn't have a lot of different moves to get off of the block. He has consistency issues. He can be a lot more smoother and a lot more dynamic in his pass rushing. He needs to improve there. His developmental need, he is still working to reach his full potential after injury shortened rookie season. So this is really his year. I think he is going to be great. Wilson, bottom line, he is entering his make or break year, but showed improvement late in 2024. His combination of size, strength, power gives him the tools and to be a cornerstone pass rusher opposite of Max Crosby. If and only if he can deal with his speed. But we also have Malcolm Koonce, in my opinion, is going to be that starter. Reports are coming out that Malcolm Koonce is looking fantastic right now. So look for Tyree Wilson to get moved to the inside with the exit of Christian Wilkins. Now, Adam Butler, he is our veteran. This dude is a 6-year veteran. He re-signed for 3 years for $16.5 million. He's very cheap, 6'5", 300 pounds, veteran leadership, most experienced interior pressure presence after Wilkins' departure, and consistent in his production. His back-to-back 5-sack seasons and a ton of pressures, and his run defense. He made tackles on a 15.9% of run defensive snaps in 2024, his highest rate in 5 seasons. So expect a lot. He's going to be the stalwart. He's going to be the guy out there on pretty much every single down. Durability, this dude just doesn't get injured, does not miss games. He has very high football IQ. He understands defensive schemes very well, and he is quite coachable. Something that Pete Carroll is going to absolutely love. You know something that else that you should absolutely love? If you have a mother-in-law and you don't want her living in your house, get an ADU. Get an ADU from Box House. My guy Kevin Ross is going to take excellent care of you, got great prices, can deliver it straight to your house. Box House is the #1 source in North America to get a tiny home delivered. He also has containers. If you need containers, he has a sister company called Container Bros. I guess that would be a brother company since it's Container Bros and not Container Sisters. But either way, give Kevin a call. Description is the information is down in the description. There, I got it out. Whew, that was a tough one. All right, let's get on to Leki Fotu. Leki Fotu, defensive tackle, 6'5", 335 pounds. He's a big boy. Oh my goodness. 4th round pick out of 2020. He has imposing size, large frame, thick base, natural strength, run defense, good recognition, hand placement in the run game. He has physical tools, these strong hands with powerful swipe and club moves. Would not want to get into a fight with this dude in a back alley. Versatility, he can play multiple techniques along the defensive line. Wherever you need him to line up, he can absolutely take care of it. Here's the problem with him. A few weaknesses: inconsistent anchor, doesn't consistently fire out of his stance. Technique needs some work. This is the same problem that Tyree Wilson has. Pass rush limitations. He lacks counter moves and hand usage in the pass rushing situations. Play style, can play too high and comes into contact too high, and his block shedding can be late to shed blocks and too willing to be strung out. Bottom line, Fotu has the physical tools to be effective, but he needs to refine his technique. His size, his strength make him valuable in run stopping situations, but pass rush development is needed. So look to see him come in and out depending on the down situation. Is it a passing down? Is it a running down? That's when you're going to see him swap out. Tonka Hemingway. Gotta love a guy by the name of Tonka. He is 6'2", 284 pounds. He was a 5th round draft pick out of South Carolina this year. He has elite athleticism, 94th percentile relative athletic score with a 4.48 short shuttle and a 9.4 broad jump. Absolutely great for a dude of his size. Pass rush ability, this is where he shines. He has quick hand usage ability and he can disrupt plays and get to the quarterback. His versatility can align in the 4-eye to the 5 technique positions. Good lateral movement and he is quick. He reminds me of a younger Christian Wilkins. Weaknesses: size and power limitations, lacks ideal weight and power for the NFL interior play, so he needs to bulk up a little bit. Double team struggles when they double team him, which I don't think that's going to be an issue because most double teams are going to go to Max Crosby, but when it does happen, he has a difficult time in that situation. And position uncertainty. He's a tweener type who may need to find optimal alignment. Age and development, needs to round out skill set for greater NFL impact. He's a rookie. Look for great things for him to come. He's going to get some rotational play now that Christian Wilkins is out, particularly on the passing situations due to his athleticism and speed. Bottom line, Hemingway is viewed as a pass rush specialist with situational awareness, may be suited as a 4-3 base end with sub-package rush potential inside. Now let's move on to JJ Pagis, defensive tackle. But before we do that, I want to say thank you to the second guys who are sponsoring the channel, and that is Aura.com. Protect your online presence. Did you know that your information is almost guaranteed to be filtering around the dark web? That's right. Unscrupulous criminals have your information, but Aura.com can absolutely take care of that for you. They'll search the dark web, they'll find where it's at, they'll also find data brokers who are selling your info, and they will make them get rid of it. Aura.com is by far my #1 choice to keep me and my family safe online at all times. Link is down in the description. Go and hit them up. You can get a free trial today. All right, JJ Pagis, defensive tackle, physical profile, 6'2", 323 pounds. Now, in 2025, he was a 6th round pick, 180th overall out of Ole Miss. Unique background. Former tight end, brings rare athleticism and movement skills. This is a developmental player, guys. This is a guy that we got to, really push into becoming a defensive tackle. But boy, if he can do it, he's going to be crazy. He's explosive. His exceptional lateral mobility and pursuit ability is off the charts. Development, earned 3rd-team All-SEC honors in 2024 and has a motor. Urgent play style with good ability and agility, for his size. Weaknesses, because everybody's got them. Technique needs work. Hands technique. Overall fundamentals require refinement. Again, he transitioned from tight end to a defensive tackle, so it's going to take a bit of time. I think that he has a potential to make the squad, but he could also drop down to the practice squad and the Raiders could develop him there. Consistency needs to improve in his technique and consistency at the NFL level. Bottom line, high upside, risk reward prospect with potential to shine in a penetration front. I said penetration. His unique athleticism, background, and development trajectory make him an intriguing developmental piece. Like I said, practice squad guy, maybe makes the full 53-man roster. That will remain to be seen, but high developmental side. Jonah Laulu. Jonah Laulu is a great option to really get in here. Now listen, here's the thing. He's a versatile lineman out of Oklahoma. He has athleticism, good height, he has good weight, good solid length, 36-inch vertical. Versatility, he can align from the nose guard to the 5 technique. Pass rush skills, uses swim, club, spin, stab, bull rush moves effectively. He's got the whole repertoire of moves to make him effective, and he has a high motor, always moving his feet, and has good chase ability. Run defense, good pad level, leverage, and hand placement. His weaknesses are limited production, sack numbers were low despite providing pressure, and a rotational role. Was primarily a rotational player in college. Bottom line, solid athleticism, versatility make him a valuable depth piece who can contribute among multiple alignments along the defensive line. I think Jonah makes the 53-man roster and will be a rotational piece for the Raiders. Now let's move on to another guy, and that's Zack Carter, who's 6'3.5", 287 pounds, former Florida standout. Zack Carter, defensive tackle, has quickness, very quick off the snap with good first step. Leverage consistency, he really handles this very well, and he has leverage against his opponents. He bends his knees very well. Very good motor, fast off the edge with great effort and pursuit. Hand usage, immediately gets hands off and fires in at opponents. Double teams, attracts multiple blockers, freeing up his teammates. Max Crosby, Malcolm Kuntz, Adam Butler, get him in there. Strengths and his limitations are his strength limitations. His weaknesses are his strength limitations. Sorry, this is becoming a long video. Can be handled by single blockers, lacks bulk. His size concerns need to add strength and bulk to his frame and can be outpositioned from plays due to size. Bottom line, well-rounded prospect who should improve as he physically matures. Projects as a rotational defensive lineman, usable in the 3-4 and 4-3 fronts. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. The Raiders right now, we have depth, and that's why we let Christian Wilkins go. We weren't going to play the game. The Raiders wanted him to get another surgery. He didn't want to get another surgery, so they went ahead and cut him because they knew that his re-injury risk was too high. And I believe that they did this because they believe that we have enough depth right now to really be good. And if you look at what the first couple of days of training camp have shown, Geno Smith and Aiden O'Connell would have, in a regular season game, gotten sacked multiple times because our defensive line, these young guys, are handling business and getting to our quarterbacks at training camp. Now, I know this is without pads. I know that this is only the second day of training camp. Well, now the third day. But what it shows is that Pete Carroll's confident in the cast characters we got right now. And if you agree, type comment down below defense and let's go Raiders!